So what's up, guys? John from Heavyset Tactical. I got all my everyday carry knives, EDC knives, 3-inch, 2.5 to 4-inch, 2.5 to 3.5-inch knives here on the table. We're going to discuss every single one of them, and I'm going to give you guys some options for what I think are great everyday carry knives. So let's dive into it. Okay, sorry for the slight bouncing of the camera. I'm trying to set this up right. So first of all, we got my Reef F3 and my Reef F3 XC. So the Reef F3 XC comes with a leather sheath. The regular F3 comes with Kydex. Now I believe they are interchangeable. I've never actually tried it. Oh, they fit fantastic. These are the Reef F3 XC is in 3V. It's coated. It's a great hard use everyday carry little belt knife. Comes in a really nice leather sheath. I think it's Badger Claw leather, or it's not Badger Claw. It's a leather company in Texas, I believe. It might be Badger Claw Outfitters, actually, now that I think about it. Oops. So then this is a slicier, a way slicier, full, almost fully stainless option of that knife. Guys, I've carried both, I've used both, and I have just gotten so much enjoyment out of the Reef F3. Next up, one of my favorite companies on the earth is Exodus Knife and Tool. This is the Exodus Knife and Tool Jackalope in S35 VN steel, produced by White River Knife and Tool, but designed by Jacob over at Exodus Knife and Tool. Fantastic total package, fantastic knife. Have gotten so much carry, so much enjoyment out of this thing. I don't have the Ulti-Clip on it because I used it for another knife. But I got my carry worth out of this and the Adventure Craft. They are knives I would fully suggest and fully put my stamp on. They are fantastic knives. Could not say enough positive stuff about Exodus Knife and Tool. Now another option from Reef Knives that just hit the bench this week is the Reef Knives MagnaCut Circadian. They have a few different options. Black micarta, uncoated, green micarta, coated. They have all kinds of really cool colorways. This drop was live just the other day. I'm sure they probably sold out quickly. If not, they will be soon, so make sure you guys jump on them. For the money, the total package with the leather sheath, Ulti-Clip, and this amazing, comfortable, slicey, big-bellied utility pocket fixed blade. Guys, I could not tell you how much I love Reef Knives for this drop, and it is just a fantastic knife. So next up, from my buddy Alan at Primitive Bear Knives. Guys, this is a knife design that I've carried a lot of. I haven't carried this one yet, or actually used it hard yet. I have carried it. This is the Primitive Bear Knives Hunter's EDC in CPM Crewwear steel. It's got a green Duracoat finish and natural micarta scales with liners. He has a bunch of these that have the scalloped kind of Rocky Mountain tread texture, and ones that aren't textured. Really, really nice tight fit Kydex. No rattle in it. No play in it. Just a fantastic knife. So, next up, one of my favorite smaller companies with that handmade touch. This is Creeley Knives. This is the Creeley Knives Mako in MagnaCut. You can see this thing's got quite a bit of pocket time on it. Very, very slicey. Have not even had to strap that edge yet. It's just stayed absurdly scary sharp. Most of these are hand sharpened by Gary Creeley himself, so they are scary sharp. This one's got a lot of pocket time, and man, it's just very comfortable. It has that bulbous palm swell right in the middle. It's a very more eccentric design compared to the rest on the table, but man, it just gives me the hot and heavy. I love love Creeley blades, and Gary is a fantastic friend of mine. So next up, from Griffin Co. Knives, aka Combat Beads. I just realized I think I've been centered on the bottom right here the whole time. So guys, this is the Griffin Co. Scout 2.5 with a little lanyard I tied on there. It's a nice little handful. Griffin Co. This one's in S35 VN steel. Green micarta. They just did a drop of these in Magna Cut, which I did grab one in Magna Cut. They also have their Scout Medics. But if you guys want the greatest pocket sheath I've ever had on a pocket fixed blade, it is this. From Bad Stitch Goods. It says Bad Goods there, Griffin Co. there. Bad Stitch Goods on Instagram. If you send him a message, he'll probably whip you one up pretty quick. Guys, this is the greatest pocket sheath I have ever had in my life. Just goes right in and out, but carries well. It is a fantastic, fantastic everyday option. Everyday carry option for a belt knife, and my favorite piece that I have. Total package that I have. This is also from Griffin Co., but it's sporting an Oak City Leather Company sheath. Oak City Leather is awesome. Their sheaths always come a little tight. This is the Magna Cut Series F, or Series X fixed blade. I always say that, Series F. In Magna Cut. It is a really, really, really beautiful, just a little banger. See, it says Magna Cut there, and then Griffin Co.'s little logo there. The Griffin Co. Series X fixed blade, natural micarta. I also have titanium and brass handle scales. Has a really nice little choke up point on it, or you can kind of fall back here. Very slicey, but a very, very thin point, so be aware of that. The Oak City leather sheath for it is really, really well made. You can choose your primary and secondary color of leather and screws. Very, very nice presentation. Love this knife. So next up, I got one of my new ones. This is also a Badger Claw leather sheath. This is the Wicket XL in Magna Cut from Knives by Nuge. He was nice enough to send this to me, and it's actually a delightful little knife. It's a lot thinner than you would think by looking at the photos. Nice kind of Rocky Mountain tread pattern on the green micarta there. The pins are a little funky from carrying it. They have a little oxidization on it. But yeah, very comfortable. Nice little handful. Great little belt sheath. This one is not in the pocket. This one is an outside the pants sheath, kind of like this. Very, very, very similar sheath. But man, just does both of these knives a great service by using this leather provider. Very comfortable. I got to put a nice lanyard on this one and clean it up a little bit. It's looking a little funky. But Knives by Nuge, pretty cool knife. Just a nice handful. Really, really great little utility knife. I've been enjoying carrying that as well. So one of my favorite heavy hitters, and again, sorry about the lighting in here. It's not that great. You can't see the colors as well. I'm just in the shop. This is a Chattanooga leather sheath for the Dauntless Manufacturing Moss in AEBL steel. This is Dauntless Manufacturing. This is called the Moss. And it is a fantastic knife. I got just as much carry time with this one as I have any of them. It is a perfect handful. It's very thin in profile, so it doesn't take up a lot of space on your hip. But man, just really, really subtle jimping. Just a perfect handful. You can see it fills the hand really well. Great little utility knife. Not too bad of a spear point on there, kind of point. Came wicked sharp out of the box. And a Chattanooga leather sheath to go with it. The sheaths you can purchase on their website, on Dauntless Manufacturing's website. Whoop. So I really enjoyed this one. Next up, the only budget essentially budget fixed blade on the table that I have carried quite a bit. This is the Vosteed Mink with scales made by Lucas Carroll Customs on it. And guys, I can't speak highly enough about this knife. It's a great option for a skinner. Maybe get your grandfather or father one for their next deer season. If they don't like, if they only use traditional knives like buck knives and stuff, they might appreciate something a little newer that's in the affordable kind of range here. It's under $100. It's in Nitro V, which is, a decent stainless steel, and comes with a really, really nice Kydex sheath. And then you can go to Lucas Carroll Custom Scales.com or just Google that and get some really nice scales for it. It came with like frag pattern black micarta scales, or black G10 scales, but man, this total package is just really comfortable. So for a budget option, I very much can tell you that was an enjoyable knife. Now next up is one of my rarer everyday carries. This one I actually reprofiled a bit when I was out at Survive. So it is just terrifyingly sharp. This is the R2 Scout by Fallkniven. It's in Elmax steel, so really, really great steel option. Very slicey, but man, is it a thick boy. Whew. So as far as these little guys go, it is a really cool little utility knife for when you're in the woods, and it's nice for the winter time because it has a rubber handle, an injection molded handle. But yeah, it was a random buy. I found it at a store and had some other Fallkniven knives and just really wanted to check this one out. But man, it is, for as thick as it is very, very, very slicey. So watch it with those full convex zero grinds. They get very sharp. Last but not least, this is a newer one since I came back from South Carolina. This is the Wizard Forge Gremlin, and it's the only ring knife worth a damn, in my opinion. I do not like ring knives whatsoever, and for some reason this knife really, really, I put it in my hand and it kind of spoke to me as a little utility knife. It's very comfortable to hold like this or like this and use it as a skinner. It's very thin profiled. It's an AEBL steel, which is a decent stainless steel. It has a really dark tumble on it. And one thing that's really cool is they did such a deep print on their logo, a deep engraving on their logo with a laser engraver, and just kept running layer after layer. And I think that's cool. Not a lot of people do that. So again, this is one of those knives that is very, fidgety, but has a lot of utility to it. I was carrying it appendix carry just like that, ready to go. I really liked it as a utility knife. I got to carry this thing a little more because it's honestly a joy to carry. So those are most of my everyday carry fixed blades that I've had a lot of fun carrying. I hope this video was, just something to watch or informative for you to kind of make your decision on what you like for an everyday carry knife. I will tell you, out of the 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 of these, I'm going to just briefly show you the 3 or 4 that I carried the most. So guys, I hope you can hear me okay. I've been really wanting to do just my main 10 or 12 EDC fixed blades that I've kept over my whole search for the perfect everyday carry fixed blade. This was a knife that I didn't stop carrying for almost a year straight. It is one of the end-all be-all best. Jacob Peterson is a good friend of mine, and his prices are good, what you're getting is good, and they are always carryable, or great backpacking knives for your straps. So that's one. This is the Griffin Co. Scout 2.5. I carry it every single day, if not 5 days a week. So this was one I carried a lot, but lately I'm just talking about. Lately, I've been carrying the crap out of these four. One is the new Circadian, because it is just the most comfortable thing. It's a Cadillac. Now it's slightly bigger than most of the others, so I'll set that off to the side. The Creeley Mako, guys, if you have a chance to get a knife from Creeley, from Gary Creeley at Creeley Blades, make sure that you get one. I've been carrying the Griffin Co. Scout more than anything. The Griffin Co. Scout 2.5 comes with really nice kydex, but just this Bad Stitch Good leather sheath has just elevated that to a new level. I've wanted to carry the Knives by Nuge more. Love carrying this guy. I've carried this thing so much. The leather sheath took a beating. I'm very hard on leather sheaths, but excellent knife. If anything, I gotta give it a reprofiling. But yeah, I think these two are the two that I've carried the most. The Reef F3XC just looks so good, and it slides in and out of this sheath so well. And then the Griffin Co. for inside the pocket is just so good, man. It just slides right in there. The knife comes right out when you need it, goes right back in when you need it. You don't have to sit there fiddling with it. And then this is a very great option for a belt knife, the Reef F3XC, which the Magna Cut variant, I'm sure, fits fantastic right in there. So I'm going to definitely give this some pants time, some pocket time. And I'm going to do a test on some of Reef's Magna Cut, because it has such a nice sharp spine. I think it's going to be a great little fire knife. So guys, thank you so much for watching my video. If you'd like to like and subscribe, that is your prerogative. I just wanted to show you some of my everyday carry fixed blades and let you know what I've been carrying and not carrying. And if you want a more handmade, way more handmade kind of country a vibe touch to it, make sure that you go with Primitive Bear Knives for their Hunter's EDC. Or his Edisto, E-D-I-S-T-O, Edisto. Very great option. So guys, thank you for watching. I tried to throw a little bit of everything in there that I've carried and just have some fun with it. Definitely got to get some more time with this Knives by Nuge, see how his Magna Cut turned out. I know he does a lot more Scandi stuff these days, so you'll have to check out what he has available on the site. So thanks guys for watching. I hope you guys have a great week. Like always, stay safe, stay heavy, and I'll have some more updates in the shop along the way.